This video today will focus on using Crimson Editor to write your first Hello World program and then how to run it through Python and the Windows Command Prompt program. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is open up Crimson Editor, our Notepad program. We click on the Windows button and type in Crimson, and automatically I already see Crimson Editor right there, so I click Enter, open up. Just select yes if this pops up for you. And my view may be a little bit different than yours. I start with this blank notepad page. If this page was not available for you, what you could do is you could go to File, New, or you can click on this white piece of paper. Opens up a new tab. This is called Text 2. I'm going to close this one. We don't need that. As long as you have this, we're ready to go. What we want to do is save this before we start editing it so that we know that we don't lose anything. So click Save As, or you can click on this little floppy disk. Pops up as well. Make sure to navigate to the proper folder where we set this up on your computer so that you could save your files. And for this class, it's under Windows C. Click on the code folder, and then right inside here. We'll call this program Hello World, no spaces, .py. So helloworld.py. Click the Save button, and now you can see over here in the tab, this file has now been renamed to helloworld.py. So this program's simple. It's one-liner, right? Let's do the print. We use open parentheses and then quotes to create a string. We write hello world. Remember that strings, these statements and sentences that we want to write, can be contained within two quote symbols. And if we wrap that with a print function, it will display your command. So we have print hello world. Interestingly enough, that's all that we have to do. Look over here, notice that there's a red light. That red light means that this file is currently not saved, the most current version of it. So if we were to close this right now, we would lose this information. So we can either hit Control plus the S button to do a quick save, or we can click on this little floppy disk like we did originally. And because we've now named this file, it won't pop up anything, and it will just automatically save it for you. So click on that button. It's saved. You know this because this light has turned green. So that's it. Here's our program. So the next big thing is, how do we run this program? Because last class we were using Wing 101, an IDE, where we could execute the program right inside the notepad. Unfortunately, we don't want to do that this time. Now we're going to go through Command Prompt. So to do that, click on your Windows button, and we want to open up Windows Command. And so we can do that by typing in the word command. And notice there you go, you have Command Prompt. So I'm going to hit Enter, and that's the program I'm looking for. Now, depending on the computer you're on, I don't know where you are going to start at. But this is a common command that we can all use if we properly created that code folder in the C drive. So the command you want to type in is CD. That stands for change directory. And we're going to change the directory to C://CODE. That was the name of the folder. So what we're telling Windows Command Prompt right now is to whatever folder we're currently in, to navigate to this other folder that's in the C drive with the name code. I hit Enter, and you can see that this changes right here. It says C://code. It means we're currently in that folder. We have access to any files that are in that folder. Let's quickly look back at Crimson Editor because I've got the folder right here. I'm going to minimize this and then expand it again. Notice there's the Hello World file that we created. All of these programs are available to me to use, all these files, whatever they may be. But we want to call this Hello World program. I'm going to go back to Command Prompt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the command Python. And the command Python is expecting us to give it a file, an actual Python file for it to execute. So I'm going to type in the name helloworld.py. Because we are currently located inside the code folder, I can call it directly just by typing the name of the file. And that's why we want to issue that command in the first place, that cdc:// :/code. It puts us into the proper location so that these commands, this Python one, is shorter. So I have Python hello world.py. When I hit enter, it's going to execute the command. It executes it right in this screen. And so you can see that our program had said it was all it was going to do was print hello world, and there it did. Okay, we can keep calling it over and over and over again. You can either type in Python hello world again, or if you hit the up arrow on your computer's keyboard, it will recall what your last commands were. Hit it again, it will go back 2 commands ago. And hit it down, and you'll be back to the Python hello world. And I can keep calling this program over and over again just by hitting the up arrow and hitting enter. All right. We're going to see this as an advantage later on when we start doing more graphical programs. This will become very important and useful versus Wing 101, where this program would have worked with Wing, but our GUI programs would not. It would end up freezing it. So that's the end of this video. Feel free to re-watch it until you get the proper results.